All right, guys, so today we're going to talk about how to have a great speech. So there's three things that you need to make a great speech. So the first is to start with a story. So you can explain, you can ramble, um, you can just talk, and you can say, let me bring you back to last year. Let me tell you about a time back in high school. Let me share with you something that I have learned. And then from there, you'd go to a single main point. Say you want the speech to be on perseverance. So you'd give an example of how in your story, you had some kind of perseverance, how you had to persevere through your story. The second way to start a speech is to give a fact or statistic that would greatly uh, bring out a point in your speech. So you might say 48% of Americans do not exercise for the recommended amount. And then you could explain on your point on how perseverance could cause people to be more physically active. And the third point on how to have a good speech is to get audience engagement. So you could suggest, raise your hand if you have ever worked out. And at this point, you would get the audience to raise their hand. If they haven't worked out, then you would want some involvement as well. So you say, okay, put your hands down. And then you'd say, if you have never worked out, please raise your hand. And at that point, everyone in the audience would raise their hand. So this way would get the audience attention straightforward, because if you're having a speech, you don't want to just be standing in one spot talking all the time. You want to make sure you're continually getting your audience engaged, and you want to bring across your main point, because that's the point of them being there, is to change their life, is to change how they feel about themselves. So keep working on these three things. Leave a comment below and explain one time that you used a speech and you used one of these examples, or how you could use one of these examples, a main point, a story, or a statistic in your next speech. All right, see you guys. Bye.